Oh, hello, I'm Cherylann, and today I'll be sharing with you a story about my journey of sharing with my friends. So at the start, how why I find it very difficult to share is that I am somebody who have many friends in my life, but yet when it comes to the gospel, I become very intimidated and a bit more quiet. I'm more scared of how my friends will think of me or how they'll perceive the gospel. I have many friends who are free thinkers and they believe in themselves more than they believe in any God in the world. And that makes me question myself whether my sharing would cause them to judge me for knowing a God that they don't really believe in. And I think the initial fear really make me struggle to pass the letter, especially in PEP when we are told to write a letter or we're told to do a questionnaire. I have the whole paragraph drafted in and I already prepared the card, but there are many times where I will hold back and I will struggle to give it to them. Or even after I give it to them, I don't really know what to say anymore because I don't know how to carry out the conversation. However, I think one day I was directed to read the story of Peter and James. You know, Jesus asked them to simply throw their nets and just follow him. And that story impacted me because I know that Peter was somebody who is very confident in being a fisherman. I think for him to drop his net was a different kind of game. Peter will have to do something that is not what he usually does. It's not he won't be a fisherman anymore, but he will be a fisher of men. And I think that is a different kind of name that was given to him. That I think that caused him to really have to follow Jesus by faith and not really by his like own confidence anymore. And I think that's for me as well. I follow Jesus and I'm always reminded that even though I am not confident at what I'm not good at, like I'm not confident at sharing the gospel, but I know that I have Jesus with me and that following Jesus will always lead me to a path that is right. And following Jesus also requires faith. And I think that story really helps me to grow in my faith, knowing that God, even though I don't know where I'm going, but I want to be like Peter who just throw his net and just follow you all the way. So after this story, I started to dedicate my Tuesday to pray for my friends. Every Tuesday, usually I will go around and ask them what's their prayer needs, do they have anything they need prayer for, and they will just share with me like their days are not very good or whatsoever. Every Tuesday I will sit down, I'll collate the prayers and I'll just pray for them one by one, especially those that I write in my pet I want to reach out to. I will pray for them very specifically about their needs, and I ask God to give me the wisdom on how I can talk to them, how I can be a friend to them. And I think surprisingly, one day my friend come to me and say that my prayer works. I had this friend who comes to me and she is a free thinker. She don't believe in anybody but herself, but yet she comes to me and said that thank you for praying for me. I become more confident in doing my exam. I become more confident in myself, and slowly afterward, this friend continued to ask me to pray for her. And even though she don't really believe in God, but she also started coming for my church events, and she started to just want to be near lor, the different church events that I have. So I was very very thankful because I think I never expected this friend to even accept Jesus because she's a free thinker. Neither will she ever step into a church, but yet this friend really boosts my confidence when she tells me that my prayer works, and that she became more confident in herself. Yeah, so this helps me to become more confident in sharing with my friends. And now when I give the letter to them, rather than asking them hey, do you want to know Jesus immediately, I'm more inclined now to just ask them actually, how have you been? Like, is there anything I can pray for you about? And then slowly I will share with them that, through my prayers, I know that there's a good God who loves me as much as he loves you. And that's why I believe that the prayers that I make, God hears you also. God will protect you for whatever that, you struggle with. And I think that's how now I share with my friends whenever I pass the letter to them. And it's easier and it helps me to gain confidence also in not being afraid of what others think of me, and but yet also bring out the truth of God. That God is not somebody who's far away, but God is near to all. And as long as we accept Him, um, God is always ready to, just bring us through each and every like struggle that we go through. So I mean, this was how I journey of share with my friends. Yes.